The shipment has come with all 3 of the portable Apple CarPlay devices from Amazon. Let's see what we got. The box. Impressive. All right. The smart screen, this was the most expensive one, coming in at around $100. Has a, I believe, 9-inch screen. Yes, 9-inch screen. All right. This is the largest one with a 9.3-inch screen. And then I believe this is the cheapest one, coming in around $50. And wrapped, interestingly, let's check it out. See if I can do this one-handed. I don't think so. This is a different kind of unboxing video. No MKBHD high quality unboxing. Let me do this and then we'll get back. All right, so after taking the wrappers off of these two, seems they probably come from the same company, or at least the same company creates them and then they get drop shipped to Amazon. Either way, very similar. Both say car multimedia player, although this one says reverse image. This one does not, so I assume you can connect a reversing camera to this and maybe not this one. You can see kind of the difference here just in the stock image that they've used and poorly photoshopped here. This one has kind of a bigger bezel and a binnacle around it, and this one does not. This is the most interesting to me because of the bezel size and the screen size. However, this one I feel like will fit in my car the best. After unboxing these, I want to test these out, see if they indeed have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, because if they don't, that'd be very unfortunate. I want to minimize the amount of cables in the car, and also they must all, as a requirement of myself, have a aux cable to connect the audio to the vehicle. Do not want to use the FM transmitter function, just to maintain good audio quality, as my car does have an aux port in it. And let's just see how the visual quality on the screens is. Oh my goodness. Let's check it out. I'm worried about the big one not fitting cleanly in the center console area of my car. I want these to also look as appealing as possible. They will all stick out because I'm not installing these. If I did want to install Apple CarPlay in my vehicle, be 10x what I'm paying for the cheapest one here, so around $600, and a lot more work as the climate controls are actually in the center console screen. It's a function in there, and so I don't want to go through all of that headache, and this is a cheap and easy way to get Apple CarPlay into an older vehicle that's not too old, but old enough that it doesn't have it. So back to the very rudimentary unboxing experience. This video is not supposed to be a cinematic masterpiece, so let's get these open. I opened it just a bit so I could do it one-handed. Feels like the device is indeed right here on top. Let's see what we got. Woodsy is also interested. Okay, so here, device off to the side, aux cable, important, suction cup if you want to use it, and the power cable, and some paperwork. But here is the device. As you can see, oh, it's already on a stand. Interesting. And it's got kind of that binnacle around it. Oh, and it should be for the sun, but honestly, it kind of makes it look tacky. So let's put this one aside. Check out the others. She's having so much fun right now. All right, let's try this one. Okay, very similar unboxing experience. Oh, less protection, so you can actually see the device. Honestly, I thought it would be bigger, but it being 9.3 inches, it's actually correct. Oh, hello, you can see me. And the bezels don't disappoint. It is actually a lot smaller. Oh, it has a dash cam, and here you can see the ports. Very interesting. There is a micro SD in there, type C to plug it in, and the aux, and no ports on the other side. Very, very interesting, especially for the price point on this. This one came in just about under $100. I assume very many of the similar accessories. Yes, indeed. Also sticky pads. Could be useful, could not be useful. We'll find out. Put this back here. Okay, 9.3 inches. That's massive if anyone asks. And then, oh my goodness, this is gonna take some more work. She has found her new toy. I think she likes this one the most. I opened it a little bit so I could do it one-handed. All right, let's get this bad boy open. I usually unbox things much more gracefully, but today I don't care. Okay, aha! This one is interesting. The packaging seems ever so slightly more premium. The device quite slim in comparison to the others. Let's put it aside, see what else we get in the box. Much more accessories. An adjustable suction cup here with adjustable length. You can control that here. You also get the flat stand if you so choose. Power cable, also USB Type-C, and aux, and also another mount in here. No cameras, so none of these come with backup cameras as some other kits do, although that one was quite interesting that it did have the dash cam on it, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it does indeed have a dash cam on it. So that's quite interesting, especially at the price point. This one being the middle priced one, this one being the most expensive. So let's get it out of its wrapper. I am right-handed, so I should have been doing this from the beginning with my right hand. There's a power button. So, all right. Got a little installation guide. Got some nice plastic. I'm not going to take it off quite yet until I do install it. But we do see Type-C and aux. On the back, you can see the mounting points. This one does feel and look more premium than the others, so that is encouraging. Let's take these down to the car and actually give them a shot. I didn't get it to turn on immediately here, so maybe it just needs to be with its own cable and adapter with the cigarette lighter in the car. Oh, hello. Would you like to come? Okay, I will take that as you're busy. On the road. All right, in the car now, and we're going to install these devices. So currently my setup is that I have a Spotify car thing, a mount for my phone, and then this is a center screen. Don't listen. And we're gonna change that today. All right, so I just plugged it in and this is what we've got. Honestly, the screen is not as good quality as I would have thought, this being the most expensive one. Quite glossy. Hello, it's me. And not that high of quality. It's set back also, which is interesting. I don't know if it will fit in this center area, so we'll see. All right, so gotten it to work. It's a bit laggy on wireless Apple CarPlay. Yeah, but it works. And the screen is large, which is nice. And yeah, it works. Let's check out the other ones now. All right, this is number 2. They all have the exact same startup sound, but this has a different operating system, it seems. Or at least different skin. Same sounds. Very interesting. Okay. Settings. So this one does have the reverse camera. And oh, interesting. Oh, this is for recording on the dash cam. Okay, cool. You got your brightness here. Let's max that out. Sunny day. Okay, and then this is how we'll connect it. So this is interesting actually, because the device name and this whole screen right here is exactly like the other device that was more expensive. So it seems they all pretty much run the same system. All right, so now we have the CarPlay here. This one is a bit more responsive. Let's go to music. Okay. Yeah. News like before. So pretty quick. I don't like how this has a sidebar here, but I guess it is a quick way to change your brightness, change your volume, go back home, and then you can just get back to CarPlay right here. But it is functional. All right, this is the cheapest and final one. It seems to be running exactly the same software as the most expensive one, although with bigger bezels, much lighter case, and with this sun reflector. But as you can see here, as I hold it, it is the one that fits the best in the space of where my actual screen is. Yeah, so I would have to create some kind of solution to hold it in here. Let's get it connected and see how it looks. All right, we got my iPhone connected. Let's see if it'll pull up CarPlay. There we go. Okay, equally as laggy as they all seem to be running the same system. Don't like this. This is like that quick access bar to get back to the main thing, but let's open the same apps. Quite quick. Seems to do the job. Oh, interesting. So it is. Okay. Let's open up Spotify and see. Okay. Nice. Well, it seems to work decently well. You can see the main screen here. You hit that button, goes straight back. So, let's get to the verdict inside. So, what is the verdict on the devices? So the smallest one with the little hood over it was $50. I will not be keeping that one, as the screen, not great. Design, not great. Also, no way to realistically mount it in my car where it looks decent. Second, $85 for the widescreen one. Also, not keeping that one, just because, again, I have no place to put it that looks aesthetically pleasing, and also it just didn't fit my needs. I did like the widescreen aspect of it, but it kind of looked out of place in my car. Finally, the most expensive one, unfortunately, at $115, the 9-inch one that I showed at the beginning. It is the most decent one, I would say, out of the three. Screen resolution still not great, still a little bit laggy. I noticed when I used the aux cord included, plugged it into my car, audio quality was not that great. So what I did is I actually went back to using, I have this little Bluetooth receiver that plugs into my auxiliary port in the car. That's what I've been using to Bluetooth music to my car. And so what you can do when using this device is that the audio will actually continue to go through a different device, where the CarPlay wirelessly will still go to the main screen. So that's what I did, and I did see an improvement in audio quality. I did not have another aux cord handy that I could have plugged into it to see if it was just the cord was of poor quality, or if it was actually the device itself putting out poor quality audio. However, that did reduce it to only one cable going, across my dash. And so, as you can see in the last shot, it does sit a little bit above the existing screen. I do still need access to the existing screen for climate control functions. So, unfortunately, it still needs to be accessible, and this seems to be the best way. I did have to kind of finagle the mount to make it work. I took two pieces from different mounts that it came with. One was a mount with a flat bottom that you could stick onto the dash, and the other was the suction cup that ideally would go onto the windshield, and then you could extend it forward and have it by you. However, both options I did not like. One, if it's sitting on the dash, it sticks out too much. It's kind of an eyesore, gets in the way of the view of driving, which is not great since it is kind of a larger device. So what I did is I took the suction cup, attached it kind of with a screw to the back of the other mount, and then suctioned it onto the top of my dash, and then have it kind of like hanging on top of the dash. Yeah, it's not a great solution, I know, but this way it looks a little bit better. It's not sticking up so high that you can't see in the middle of your sightline when driving, and it was the most hillbilly way to do it. I don't know what else to say, but it works. It came with these little cable holders, and so I put a cable holder that will kind of secure the whole thing. It did shake a little bit as I was driving, so once I did secure it that way, it didn't shake because the cable was kind of holding it tight against the dash. So anyway, that was a long-winded way of saying I'm keeping the most expensive one, unfortunately. These things have gotten so much cheaper over time. If you wanted to buy one last year or the year before, you would have been paying upwards of $200, maybe $300. So these things do rapidly get cheaper over time as the technology gets cheaper to produce. And now we see them with wireless Apple CarPlay, whereas a lot of previous versions might have been only wired. Some offer wired and wireless, so something to consider. But I have no quarrels with it. Honestly, for the price, I can't complain too much. So if you have a car that has an aux cord, if you don't care about audio quality, FM radio, and you want Apple CarPlay, these are good options. And do I recommend them? Yeah, I think so. If you don't want to go buy a whole new car. And which one do I recommend? I say just spend like a little bit more money, because it is something you're gonna keep in your car and probably use every day. So just spend a little bit more, maybe over $100 or around $100 to get a decent one. I'll link the ones in this video down in the description if you're still interested. But that's it from me. Please like, subscribe. I've got tech, travel, and finance videos and car videos. It's just kind of like that intersection of car, finance, tech. So thanks for watching again. I'll catch you in the next one. Videos every Wednesday and Saturday.